is Koteswara Rao, LL.M from University, working as faculty and law in the PSR Law College, which is affiliated to Adikangi Nanaya University, Rajamahendra. My dear students, I am directed by the principal to take up the subject media law. So, before going to take up the subject media law, we want to know about the various reference books that are being taken up for the media law. As far as media law is concerned, the media law and ethics written by Sri Kiran Prasad is a very good textbook that is being suggested as far as media is concerned. And another one is the book, various authoritarian books of MPJ, CMI regarding the constitutional law, also they can be referred as far as the media law is concerned. And furthermore, the media law in which the Right to Information Act 2005 is a part and parcel of the media law. And further also, there are various acts and the RTI rules that have been embodied by the government that are also to be taken into consideration. And there is one book that has been written by Mr. Sate regarding the Right to Information Act that is also useful as far as the students' fraternity is concerned. Then, now I want to take up the importance attached to the media law. This media law is that law which is a unique one for which it had various innumerable interactions with the other laws also. What is the importance attached to the media law? The importance so attached to the media law is that it is the law in which we the students, fraternity and the faculty also to have to go through with various acts, right from the journalists, right from the Copyright Act, right from the Working Journalist Acts, and Working Journalist Rules, all also to be gone through. And furthermore, the Official Secrets Act, the Constitution of India, and as I already told you, that the Right to Information Act, which is one of the part and parcel. And furthermore, the media law, as far as the media law is concerned, it has got its significance. Why? Because in the present day scenario also, the media law occupies a very important role as far as the recent episode of the Andhra Jyoti is concerned. So, besides that, today we will be knowing into consideration what is the media and what is meant by the medium. So, as there is one English connotation, there are in which we will be knowing that stadium, for the stadium, the plural number is the stadia. Likewise, media law, media is a single word, singular one, whereas media is a plural one. So, the media law and the medium and the media is the plural one. That is one of the aspects related to the unique nature of the media law is concerned. And by the way, we should have taken into consideration before going to take into depth of this media law. This media law has been divided into first unit that is being concentrating on the mass media and the press, and the second unit that is being concentrating on the various aspects related to the radio and television, and the third one is the aspects related to the restrictions on the TV and the radio, and the development of the Right to Information Act also. The fourth one is exclusively dealing with the Right to Information Act. So these are the various of the 4 units that have been divided into as far as the syllabus, the curriculum of the media law is concerned. Today we will take up the first chapter, what we call it as the first unit as far as the syllabus is concerned. So in the first syllabus, first unit of the syllabus, that is concentrating on the media law, the terminology of the media. As I already told you, that media is the plural of the medium. So in this media law, the very aspect that we have to take into consideration is the information. That means as far as the media law is concerned, the information, it is nothing but an exchange of view, the communication. That means communication precedes the information, and information precedes communication, that is vice versa. So without communication, the exchange of views cannot be viewed to the other people, cannot be expressed, cannot be passed on to the people in the society. We are as we know pretty well, the sociological pattern of the society. Man is a social animal, as we know pretty well. So man is a social animal. When he is interacting with a number of persons in the society, there is an exchange of views is possible. When the exchange of views is possibility is there, there is a possibility the other party, there are the 2 parties in the society where the other party has got the reciprocation capacity, the taking up the various concepts of the information. So information and the communication aspect are the 4 runners of the media law. In the media law aspect, the information and the communication, they are aspects relating to the very important aspects as far as the media law is concerned. And furthermore, in the words of John Thompson, who was a professor in the Cambridge University, he has given the characteristics for the media. The very first characteristics is the commodification of symbolic and technological aspects. So the commodification of the symbolic and technical points as far as the media law is concerned. That is the very first and foremost important aspect as far as symbolic and technicality of the media law is concerned. How the first characteristic as enunciated by John Thompson has got its importance. Why? Because there is some symbolic. When the communication is there, when an information to be exchanged, when a communication is there, that has to be, it should be having some symbolic sense. And for that, there is the technicality, the cooperation of the technicality should be there. And the second point, as far as the thing is concerned, leaving it symbolic forms and technical forms, now we can concentrate the second characteristic that is being characterized by the John Thompson is that the separate production and the reception aspects. That means production. When there is a production is there, automatically the reception is there. What we have covered in the previous various law contracts there, offer plus acceptance, agreement with enforceability. Likewise, we are taking into consideration the second characteristic is that the production and reception. That means whenever the exchange of view is there that is being produced, automatically the other party is in the reception aspect, who is capable of taking the receiving that communication. And the third one is the aspects relating to the various reach of fair mood. That means whenever the communication that has to be exchanged, it has to be reached to the lowest of lowest, farthest of farthest. That is the main aspect as far as the third communication, the characteristic of the aspects relating to the characteristic of that has been given by the professor of this Cambridge University. And the next one is the information distribution. That means the information so produced that has to be distributed from around the various people in the society. Then only there is a full-fledged form of the communication that has been taken place. So these are all the various aspects relating to the media law for which they have been characterized by the John Thompson. And the next one is as far as the media law. The media law, when it has been taken into consideration, in the very first printing aspect, whenever the printing is there, automatically the exchange of the media, that is the communication that has been reached to the grassroots level. It was in the year 868 AD in the China. There was one book by name the book of Diamond Sutra that has been printed with limited copies, because in those days there was no one to have to receive that the book aspect, material that has to be gone through it. So the limited aspect as far as the printing aspect of the communication is concerned, that was the first material that has been taken into consideration. As you know pretty well that the 1920 is the year mark for the development of these various forms of the printing. The 1920 actually. But for the 1920, the year of 1453 is a significant aspect. Why? Because it was the Gutenberg who firstly found out the printing press. It was after the Gutenberg that he found out the printing press that the printing in the various forms has been reached to the top the various public in the society. So you know pretty well that the person who found out, he was unable to read. He was unable to read. The person who found out the telephone, he was unable to hear because he lost his hearing capacity, that is grammar. He lost the hearing capacity when he found out. And at the same time, the person in the year 1453 who found out the Gutenberg, the printing press, he was unable to see because he lost his eye capacity to vision capacity to see the various printing materials that he found out. So likewise, how we are being able to know those information? It is because of the communication from one segment to the another segment. So that is the various forms that have been taken into consideration in the various capacities after the printing came into existence. In addition to the aspects, we have to take into consideration the mass media versus the local media. Mass media is in the wider sense, whereas the local media is in the lower sense. That means it is a narrower one, whereas the mass media is of the broader one, in which it will reach to the various forms of the segment down from the at the bottom level also. Whereas it is in the case of the local media, it is the aspect related to the local media, it is a very narrower one. Why? Because it is a narrower one that is taking into consideration the local media aspect. It is a small segment of the people, local media, that is a small segment of the people that is going to take up those reception or receiving capacity. So, my dear students, as far as the forms of the various forms of this mass media and other things are concerned, there are two aspects, that is public media and corporate media, that we have to take into consideration. What is meant by the public media? Public media is nothing but the printing that has been taken place in the 1453 by the Gutenberg, that has been reached to the various forms of the segments of the public in the form of the newspapers and other communications. So the newspapers, that is the aspect related to the public media, and the last one is the corporate media. There is no question of any the corporate, the printing press or mass media or public media without corporate media, without the corporate mechanism is inseparable. That means corporate media is so significant because it was so dominating the press and other aspects related to the mass media is concerned. Now, my dear students, this is the aspects related to the introductory part of the first part of the aspect related to the first part of what you call first unit as far as our media is concerned. Now, I advise the students to take into consideration various small tips and small questionnaire like assignment like that. How the media law came into existence. Second one is, what is the importance attached to how the significance of the media law is concerned. And the third one is, what are the characteristics that are being found out as far as this media is concerned by the John Thompson. All these three questions that I will advise my students to write in the next to my email address that has been given in the enclosure by this computer operator. Thank you very much.